Now for our feature story of the day. Gold-backed stablecoins will outcompete US dollar stablecoins, according to the high priest of Bitcoin, the one and only Max Keiser. He also recently tweeted, breaking news, the IMF has just recognized Bitcoin as de facto digital gold. Sources confirm the IMF is adding Bitcoin to their own reserves and will soon include Bitcoin in their SDR basket/index as well. This was off the back of the news shared here by Crypto India, breaking the IMF's new rule, BPM7, add Bitcoin and crypto to the global money tracking. And Max also tweeted here, the BRICS, principally Russia, China, and India, will counter any attempt by the U.S. to introduce a hegemonic US dollar-backed stablecoin with a gold-backed stablecoin. Let me know if you think that is going to happen. The majority of the global market will favor a gold-backed coin since it's inflation-proof, unlike the US dollar, and doesn't boost unwelcome US hedge enemy. India already runs a de facto gold standard, and Sharia law in Muslim countries would dictate gold over a USD riba coin as well. To be clear, a Bitcoin-backed stablecoin is not fit for purposes due to the volatility. This was off the back of the news from Trump with the dollar-backed stablecoins. You'll help expand the dominance of the US dollar. It will be at the top, and that's where we want to keep it. Max also recently tweeted, Russia and China will buy the gold and add it to the gold-backed stablecoin reserves that will outcompete the US dollar in the world markets. Russia and China are also stacking the biddy. The only loser is the USD. And this was off the back of the news by Vivek, shared here. President Trump holding $700 billion in gold reserves, looking at Bitcoin below 90,000. Yes, that's right. Net neutral way to acquire the Bitcoin is to sell the gold reserves. Do you think that will happen? We've been discussing that all week here on the pod. He also recently shared, while Trump is shilling his shitcoin Trump and bailing out scammers, Russia and China are adding massive quantities of gold to their reserves and readying a US dollar killer gold-backed stablecoin. Russia and China are also poised to be the biggest buyers of the US's pledge to sell their Fort Knox gold to further their aim of killing the US dollar. And that's right. Yesterday, the Trumpster was shilling his own meme coin, which has been getting wrecked since inception. He posted right here, I love Trump. So cool. The greatest of them all. Pretty crazy, right? And one more tweet from Max, and then we'll dive deeper into the story. Bitcoin makes a new all-time high this month. Here's the latest prediction, which means surpassing 109.3, which is the current price discovery. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the high priest. And getting into this story, gold-backed stablecoins will outcompete the US dollar-pegged alternatives worldwide due to the gold inflation hedging properties and minimum volatility, according to the Bitcoin Maxi, Max Keiser. Keiser argued that gold is more trusted than US dollar globally and said governments of foreign nations with an adversarial relationship to the US should not accept dollar-pegged stables. Here's what he said precisely. Russia, China, and Iran are not going to accept a US dollar stablecoin. I predict they will counter the US dollar stablecoin with a gold one. China and Russia have a combined 50,000 tons of gold, more than what is reported. The potential for the gold-backed stablecoins to outcompete the dollar-pegged tokens in international markets would upend plans to extend the US dollar dominance through the stablecoins proposed by the US lawmakers. That's what's up. Now, stablecoin issuer Tether launched the gold-backed stablecoin called Alloy, backed by Tether's XAUT, a token that provides a paper claim to the physical gold. This was back in June of last year. And according to Pointsville founder and former VanEck exec Gaber Gerbax, Tether gold is what the dollar used to be before 1971, I guess when they went off the gold standard, right? XAUT is up 15.7% year to date, while the broad crypto market is in the red. Foundations and businesses should hedge their holdings with XAUT, according to the executive. And as you can see here, it's been doing quite well alongside gold, which recently hit a $3,000 all-time high. Meanwhile, United States Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said that the Trump admin would focus on using dollar-pegged stables to protect the dollar's reserve currency status and ensure the U.S. dollar hegemony in global financial markets. And speaking at the March 7th White House Crypto Summit, Bessent indicated that the stablecoin regime would be a top priority for the Trump administration. Federal Reserve Governor Christopher Waller, not to be confused with Christopher Wallace, rest in peace, Biggie, also voiced similar comments and expressed support for using the stable coins to prop up the U.S. dollar before Bessent made the remarks at the crypto summit. Meanwhile, the U.S. lawmakers have also introduced several stablecoin bills to establish a comprehensive regulatory framework for tokenized fiat assets, including the Stable Act of 2025, as well as the Genius stablecoin bill. And if you don't know, now you know. Let me know your thoughts with that, as well as the IMF adopting the Bitcoin. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll read your comments out loud. Welcome, everyone, to the Q&A segment of the live stream. JB here, live and in the flesh. We're still live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. Over 1,800 of y'all tuned in right now across X, Rumble, and the Tube. BitGold did not work. Forget about the gold stable coin, says the Laser Cat. What everyone's end of the year biddy prediction? I'm going with 200,000, says Ricky Norwood. JV's bear scenario, 222. My base case, 420 for the broskies. Bull scenario, 1.1 million. Max Keiser's bull scenario is 2.2 million. If you don't know, now you know. Let's strike the gong for that. Let's send Bitcoin parabolic where it belongs, broskies. Greg says, in other words, the gold price is more stable, less volatile than the biddy. That said, the Bitcoin inception 17 plus years ago is up 150 million%. Gold in the same period is up 220%. Choose wisely. That's right. Team Peter Schiff, Gold Bugs, you guys are up 220% in 17 years. Team Max Keiser, JV, Nippinator, Chandy, and the rest of the CNA fam, Bitcoin's up 150 million%. I'll accept that volatility any day of the week.